Hello, welcome to your weekly tarot for the week of May 31st to June 6th. Yes, that's right, we're into June. Going to use the Lumen Oracle. This is the Threads of Fate Weaver edition. We'll get our baseline from there. We'll use a little bit of tarot just to get some energies that are happening throughout the course of this week. Now, we have retrogrades at play. We have Pluto in retrograde, the planet of death and rebirth. We have Saturn, the disciplinarian of the solar system. We now have Mercury, which is in the sign of retrograde, or sign of Gemini, that has gone retrograde as of May 29th. So you can really expect your communications to get messed up. Back up your phones, back up your computers, tablets, anything that you use to communicate. If you can delay signing any major documents such as new employment, sale of house, which, by the way, yeah, sale of house, I'll be dealing with that in the very near future. Fingers crossed. Anyway, but those kind of communications, buying a new car, anything that is really major type of documentation, double, triple, quadruple check, make sure all T's are crossed, I's are dotted, the whole 9 yards. This Mercury retrograde could throw us for a loop. And then by the time we end off the week, we are going to be facing a new moon, which is also going to be, I believe, in the sign of Gemini on June 10th, and there will be a solar eclipse happening with that. So this is going to bookend the eclipse that happened with the super full moon on May 26th. If you haven't gotten a glimpse into what your future holds during that one, you should know by the time that June 10th rolls around, and you may even have it playing out for you. So on to the reading. I've done enough screen pre-shuffle as usual, and let's see what the cards have to say for this week. What are some of the energies for this week? Withdraw. If you feel the need, sorry, I'm trying to find where you are able to see it. If you feel the need to withdraw this week, have at her. We'll just get a couple more here. I am going to look this one up really quickly. See if we can get one more, because I like even numbers, but threes are fine. 333 has been a major triple number that I have seen lately. And I am going to have to move my recording device just a touch because it became unplugged. That's the kind of thing, Mercury retrograde, next thing you know, the laptop would shut off, you know, the whole 9 yards. We do have some energy here that is talking about spending some time alone here. I'm just going to find them and then reference them really quickly. Okay, so the first one talks about withdrawing. Withdraw, go within, take that time out for yourself. It's okay to do so. Up next, we have sacred sexuality, which really actually talks about our wounds. And it's not a sexual type card in the more traditional sense of things. This card wants you to examine your relationship with your sexual self. Is there anything that needs to be tending, healed, or released? This card here, with the withdraw and then the void. The void's causing us to be uncomfortable. We may be feeling blank where we were once passionate. Things feel cold, and we may be questioning all that we believe in. Now, being uncomfortable Funny how these three cards work so well together. We may have to withdraw because we do have something that needs to be tended to. It could be our physical self, it could be our spiritual self, because we are re-examining what no longer serves us or what no longer fits with our lives, what's no longer authentic. And you have to withdraw, go within, and see if there's anything that needs to be released. Now we're going to use the Santa Muerte Tarot. I have done an off-screen pre-shuffle. Now let's get our messages for the collective for the week of May 31st to June 6th. Been a lot going on lately, guys. The cosmos, they're having their annual moving and shaking. Now Saturn and Jupiter do go retrograde annually every year. When I'm going to jump ahead a little bit to when Mercury retrograde actually ends, because the Mercury retrograde happens 3 times a year, lasts for approximately 6 weeks. Now, once we get through this one, there will not be another one until mid to end of November. Okay, and the skulls aren't being overly chatty. I'm gonna just shuffle them a few more times, and I'm gonna switch decks. I'm not gonna wait for them. I'm not waiting for a lot of things to just happen. And I'll admit, I am having some of this needing to withdraw, and I'm re-examining a lot of things because it's just been like a waiting period. I have to start moving and shaking things up. So all right, let's see if we can get a few more cards here. And the cards is one thing I am not going to be waiting for to give me their messages. They don't want to talk, they don't want to talk. I am just going to move right on. We've got 4 cards out. Let's see if we can get 3 more. I don't think I'll be using these guys for a while, or that could conversely be why they're not being super chatty, as I have not used them in a while. Well, we've got the work week bookended with major arcanas here, and see if we can get some more for the weekend. One more card. All right, who really felt that eclipse that we had on the 26th? I know I sure did. Here we go. On the bottom of the deck, yeah, remember that whole waiting type vibe? There's the Hanged Man. Card of Pisces, talking about needing to hang around. You're waiting, you're just waiting, like you're stuck in the mud. It's not fantastic energy, but you know what? This week has a little bit of a type energy to it, but it does progress quite nicely. We have 3 major arcanas, and the first one for Monday is the card of Capricorn. It's the Devil. Now, the Devil talks about being addicted to negative thoughts, negative behaviors, negative patterns, and that does include actual addictions. Now, this card is in the upright. It's for Monday. I know a lot of us feel like Mondays are the devil, but there's a lot of lust and passion that comes in behind this card. But there is, I'm picking up the negative vibes that this card can often reference or have. And yeah, Monday, we're feeling pretty negative. Our thoughts may be negative. We may just be on that negative train, or there is a good reason that we are feeling this type of way, that we're feeling all of this negative energy. And that's because on Tuesday, we've got the 10 of Swords. We're at the end of a negative, painful cycle. And that's where the Hanged Man with the waiting around the just hanging around. Those two tie in quite well. And then on Wednesday, we've got more waiting, more hanging around with the Seven of Pentacles. You've planted your seeds, you've put everything out there, and now you're waiting. You've nurtured it, you've done your part. Now you're waiting and waiting and waiting. But the skills that you were unsure of or that you have been working on and tending to, we've got the Page of Pentacles on Thursday, which is a potential message, or conversely, you just get your confidence back in your skills. And that's where things for the week do start to turn. We're at Monday, the beginning of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're like, we're waiting, we're stuck. We're thinking that there's not going to ever be any movement. We're going to be in status quo forever. Then on Friday, we've got the Lovers. Sorry, I'm going to hold it over here. The Lovers card of Gemini, Major Arcana. This is the second of the Major Arcana that we have. And there's a balance coming in. There's peace, there's joy, there's happiness, there's deep love. This could also come in the form of a message, or could be the result of whatever comes in with this Page of Pentacles. Now, pages can also represent messages. So we may be getting a message on Thursday. Friday, we've got happiness, joy, celebration, stability. On Saturday, we've got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Now, Two of Pentacles often talks about juggling or feeling out of balance, but in the reverse, we've got a little bit more balance here. It's not as rocky, and this could be simply because we stopped juggling or that things have found its rhythm. And then on Sunday, bam, happiest card in the deck, Major Arcana card of the Sun. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Sunday's looking pretty good, guys. And you may have to withdraw as you go through the void of the first part of the week and being stuck. Quick rundown as to what else can we kind of expect for this week, because those are the major arcanas. Now, don't forget, there is that feeling of hanging around and waiting and maybe being a little bit impatient. So we need to let go of something. There is that connection to the withdraw and the void and the sacred sexuality. Whatever is not helping us, that we no longer believe in, that we no longer hold as dear to us, it's time to let all of that go with the Four of Pentacles. We've got the Six of Wands. This is the Six of Wands. So there is movement forward from a rougher period of time into calmer waters. And that's once you let that go, the sun energy comes in. There may be actual moving involved, which for me, it would be fantastic if somebody bought my house that quickly. Eight of Cups, another moving card, moving away from something that had an emotional attachment. Ace of Cups, it's filling your cups. You're feeling a lot better because you're finally seeing progress. It's something you've been working at what seems like forever. You may have been working with other people with it. Part of what you may need to let go has been causing a lot of conflict. There you go, another card to refill your cup with the Page of Cups. Don't box yourself into any ideas. Two of Wands, because you won't be making that decision when you're at your crossroads. Give yourself a lot of love, nurture yourself, and there we go. Boom. Four of Swords. Rest, recuperation, healing. So that is your quick rundown for your energies for the week of May 31st to June 6th. And I will see you shortly.